Welcome back to PB&J Cooking. I'm John Pardue. Okay, new year, back on track with our diet. So I want to talk to you tonight about something most of us on a low-carb diet would never think they were ever going to eat again, or only on our cheat days. I am talking about the wonderful world of spaghetti. Yeah, I mean real spaghetti. So first of all, the main ingredient is going to be miracle noodle. Now, I think that's self-explanatory, miracle noodle. Here's why I call it miracle noodle. It is literally a zero-calorie, zero-impact product. You have this entire bag with no calories. So what you find is this is angel hair pasta. Now, you can find this online, Whole Foods, Central Market, lots of stores like this will carry it. Probably your best bet's ordering off Amazon. Much easier to get it that way. I will forewarn you, this bag comes in a little gel-like substance. You open it. Once you open it, you're going to have this wonderfully horrific Asian fish market smell. So any of you that have actually shopped in these stores, which I have a lot because I love that kind of food, you'll know what I'm talking about as soon as you cut the thing open. So if you have a sensitive stomach or you're sensitive to smells like that, have someone else cut it open for you, or just try to suck it up and go through it. But what you do is take this wonderful product here, put it in a strainer or colander like this, and I'm going to run through this in another video so I can show you how to work the process, but I'm trying to make it a little quicker for you tonight. Cut it open, run it under water. You want to run this thing for about 2-3 minutes under hot or warm water and really try to get that odor out of the noodle. Now listen, I know this sounds gross. You think odor, noodles, but it goes away. After a while, it's not there any longer at all, and it's simply just the noodle. You take it once you're done, you throw it in a pan like this, boiling water, 2 or 3 minutes. Now it softens the noodle. You don't have to do that, but it makes it a little bit more, not tender, not quite as al dente type. So you want to put that in there, just 2 or 3 minutes, get a good boil to it, salt, pepper it, whatever you want to do. Take it again, back to the strainer or colander, rinse it off again. Then what you want to do is take it like I am now and put it in the pan. So hear that wonderful smell? Let's smell. Wow, it's obviously late. Hear that wonderful sound? Because if you can hear smells, you're better than I am. So take spatula. What you want to do is you want to move this around until you get really all the liquid out. And just, you'll start to see it has a kind of a, if you can look here, almost like a gel-like look. And you'll start to see that water go away. Now what I did beforehand is I took my hamburger meat that I'm so in love with, Springer Hill lean ground beef, 98% lean. Took that and had that sauteed. Now normally I do all my own cooking, but my wife, she makes a phenomenal version. She uses her Puerto Rican spices with this. I put some mushrooms in there, pepper, different things that I like. Feel free to put really whatever you like in there as long as it's healthy. So mix that in. And what you want to do is have that. You can pre-cook it like I do, because the noodles are the last thing you want to cook, kind of get those crisps. And I'll take even a pepper mill, like this. Basic one you get in your house, keep it there, $2-3. Because I love the really taste, even the smell of fresh ground pepper. I want to move that around. And then once I'm moving that around, kind of getting that mixed in, I'm going to take my hamburger meat, like so, throw it in. That is the sizzle of success right there. Wonderful, wonderful smell coming from this. Truly beautiful, beautiful aroma. So you mix that all in, and then, like any other spaghetti, okay? I mean, spaghetti's basic. What? Meat, sauce, pasta. Simple as that. So I use this from Central Market. It's HEB's brand. And what that is, the HEB is just simply Central Market's parent company. I try to find spaghetti sauce that's anywhere under 45 calories per serving. This happens to be 35. And garlic and herb, can you really get better than that? So take that, you want to pour it in, just enough to kind of get, you know what, go crazy with it. Put a really good sauce on it. So take that, mix it in. And I want you to mix that all together, just like so. And again, it's like any other spaghetti. So any of you that have made spaghetti, you know how easy this is. For those of you that have not, you're actually skipping some steps. You're not having to truly boil noodles. Now, you do boil these for a couple of minutes just to get them tender. but you're not having to watch them like you do a true spaghetti noodle. So you get to skip that step altogether, which is absolutely wonderful. And then you take that, take your colander, put it back in the sink, move my products for visual sake out of the way, put these over here. I've got my plate, and I'm going to take that once it's all mixed together. And again, you want to be careful, anything hot, you can use kind of pan holders, whatever you want to do. Pan holders, pot holders, whatever you call them in your kitchen, how creative they get, or truly ugly, either way. Now, you have a wonderful plate of spaghetti. Now, you can take Parmesan cheese. Parmesan's a lower fat cheese, still has some good fat to it as well. Or you can take the fat-free cheese, the Lifetime cheese that I use, and mix that in. Feel free to get creative with this and do this however you like to really give it that good flavor. But stick with the very low-fat hamburger meat. Stick with the Miracle Noodle. Now, there's really no substitute for this, okay? You can't put something else in. You can go ground turkey meat, but I love beef, so I'm not really going to go turkey meat. But there's no substitute for this. This is really Miracle Noodle. It is a truly insoluble fiber. So I'm going to tell you now why it's 0 calorie. It's insoluble fiber. What that means is your body truly doesn't break it down. The Japanese have used these for years, and they are unbelievably effective. Now, what you have to understand is, with a diet like this, like everything else, you're not going to perfectly taste spaghetti when you see it. You're not. You're not going to get perfect spaghetti. But what you are going to get is that wonderful noodle feel and a little bit of the taste as well, and it'll absolutely absorb the flavors that you're putting in with it. So you're making the best of what would normally be an absolute absence of the ability to eat pasta. Well, now you've got spaghetti. How many out there really thought that eating on a low-carb, healthy diet, they could eat spaghetti? Guess what? You can. You can absolutely do this. Put whatever vegetables, onions, mushrooms, squash. Get creative. No corn, no potatoes, nothing like that. It's going to add a lot of calories. Low-calorie vegetables, put those in there. Top this how you want. Salt, pepper to taste, season to taste. But you're going to find, like with everything else I try to make for you guys, it's going to taste great. It's going to be healthy for you. You're going to get to look good and eat good at the same time. And that's what this show is all about.